Hey everybody, welcome back to another stream of Trials of Mana. Continuing from Buka Island, where we left off last time. I had played a little bit off stream, just running around fighting, and we got everyone a level, but I saved distributing our points for when we got back to the stream here. Okay, so... Winning heal. Where are you? There you are. Wanted to give that to you. You got 1 point. No, we're not going to equip that. Okay, then you also have 2 points because you're also 25 like Reese was. Alright, so let's see. What were we working with you? Ah, yes, Fireball. What was recoil? Easier to knock back. When magic is successful. Alright. Counter is nice, but not quite necessary. We'll give her payback. Alright, so... because I did a decent bit of fighting off screen, this is going to be more so just running through to progress to the next point. I am not planning to run through and fight everything. We'll fight certain groups of enemies that are going to be a little easier to take out quicker. But other than those couple of fights we do, we're just going to be grabbing any chests, pots, and sparkles on the ground along the way. As I avoided grabbing any equipment or items when I was playing off stream. Right now... oh, okay, it's over there. There we go, take out that one. Okay, then down here we have another chest. Great. Nice. There we go. Okay, I'm glad that her class strike took out the 3 of them, leaving just that one totem in there. Got a cup. Bit of a gauge refill there. Because otherwise that fight would have actually taken a decent bit longer having 2 hobgoblins and 2 of those totemins. Got a sparkle there, another 120 lucre. Just gonna wander around a little bit here, see if there's anything we might have missed. That's where that chest was we grabbed. Just make sure there's nothing over this way. And I know that's just those three cottontails or whatever the heck they are respawn, but again, trying to save some time here. And just progress a little more as I've already fought most of these things and leveled them all up once. Alright, so these birds here can actually shift into their adult form, so you want to take them out quickly. Although when they do transform like this, you do get more experience and money for them. Oh wow, they just like respond instantly. So I just want to make sure there was nothing over there. Okay, well that is the way they want us to go, so we're going to actually go this way for a second and grab some more items that are up this way. That was nice, but not I was actually referring to actual items. There's a couple chests and some more items just laying on the ground as sparkles here. Take out these guys for the experience. So in case you might have been looking for how to target them, just click the right stick and it'll let you target enemies, or target a enemy more so. We're not going to deal with these guys. That's kind of an unnecessary fight. Head up here and avoid that enemy too while we're at it. And then coming down here with another sparkle there, which was a medical herb. And now we'll head the way the game wants us to go.
This is my fight. No need to trouble yourself. We should work together to defeat this threat.
Let's throw out a wind strike here. Darn it, they were moved too far away. Oh man, I thought I had taken them out right as they were about to change. Although that might have been a bit of a waste, it still gave us... Well, that's just the sign saying which way to go. Because it's got like 3 of those totem in there, we're not going to be really doing that fight. Let's see, let's check up here. And the game had us head into the village that was here. Tomato Town.
Oh my! A colony of monsters! Stay calm and step away. We should retreat. Wait! I don't think these monsters mean any harm. They aren't attacking us. Maybe you should try talking to one.
Sure. This is Tomato Town. Though we are a peaceful tribe, our brethren outside the village can be quite dangerous. Our town centerpiece has similar properties to the mana statues you are familiar with. The world is a strange place. Right, so in case you weren't sure, there is no actual mana statue here at all. And that one of Tomato Man pretty much is the one that you talk to figure out that their town center here, this totem, will let you heal and save like the statues do. I'm just looking around the shops here because I think there was a chest, yep, right here that you could open. 800 lucre, very nice. I think there is a little cactus here as well. So let's continue to look around before we go and talk to the one that's got the star over them. Just making sure there wasn't a little cactus outside the gate there. Alright, I think that covers that. So I'll heal up and save. The ruler of the seas resides in a cave to the west of this town. To even have a chance of leaving this island, you must ask for its aid. However, the entrance to the cavern at the top of the mountain has been caved in by a huge rock during an earthquake. Destruction may come or you can dig it around it. So right here we got the little sign with the axe saying that this is the weapons shop.
I'll make use of this. Ooh, exciting. This is useful.
And I just gotta remember not to sell the pewter staff. I gotta remember not to sell the Corsac and the light flail. As those are from before the second class.
Come again. Welcome. What would you like? Top quality, thank you.
Alright. Oh, wait a minute. I thought that, whoops, I read 18 as the what I had, not the stock. Or the price that it was essentially otherwise. So 3 more will even that out. Bring you to 25. Get you to 15. Get both our Stardust and Medical Herbs to 10. That should be good for that for now. As you can tell, these ones here at the shops actually have a voice. Oop. And here's our armor shop. A tiger 2-piece. Too bad we can't actually see how that looks.
I had wanted this.
Make sure I don't sell any of the armor that is actually from just before I'm changing over there. Alright, so we're all geared up now. To go out and try to find this Master of the Seas. Which is basically heading in the opposite direction that
I am relieved that the ruler of the seas may be able to help. We are all inside cabin.
Alright, as I say, so now we can go back the way we started to head before looking for items. To look for the Master of the Seas here. Alright, I think that was it there, yep. Okay, switching over to Lumina / daytime.
Let us work together to
We're just gonna run past the Lancers this time around. Oh yeah, that was where the one medical herb was, down the slopes there.
let us work together to defeat the enemy.
Ouch. Alright, so this is the way we went right there, where we went down the slope. Or, not slopes, but went down the ledges to grab the one item that was on the middle one. And you essentially just have to loop back around. There was nothing up there in that little corner. Let's use this, get some decent damage on this other Egatrice here. Ow. There we go, got those guys taken care of.
What a joke.
So yeah. Charlotte is... this is one of the chests I was talking about that I found playing off stream that we didn't go up far enough for.
It's the enemy. I don't have time for this.
Alright, I just want to see if there's actually anything down here, if we can just escape. It's just those couple of pots for
Delay.
health in your gauge.
Looks like it's my time to shine, huh? There was a cave entrance here, but the volcano done went and plugged it right up. Give me a sec, and I'll fix it for you. Well, be seeing ya.
Thank you, Gnome. Now we have like jellyfish-like monsters. And like little dinos, which are annoying because they're the enemies in the series that tend to eat one of your party members.
This is the cavern we're looking for, right? Hurry! We have to escape before the volcano erupts. Elliot is waiting for me. I will not fail him now. Stay true!
There we go, got those two taken care of.
I can make a difference.
You got another chest all the way down here. Alright, so we got 12 on you for that. Stat boost and quick heal would be nice. As would attack boost all, but I'd actually like to start unlocking your your abilities here. And another sparkle right there, just a piece of candy essentially. Oop, hit the wrong button. Heal pot. Let's take out these hobgoblins because they're the ones that are casting magic defense, magic down on us. There we go. Nice. Angela just hit 26 as well, I think. I'll check out what levels they were after this here. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good because that affects everyone, so every time even I use... So basically even when I would use a power attack, they'd regain... The other two would regain MP, which are the healer and the caster, so... Actually, I don't typically use the charged power attacks that often, so... Magic armor, like we had before. Ow, ow. Darn, game wasn't letting me dodge roll out of the attack there. Take out the Poto so it can't... Take out that Poto first so that it can't, like, eat any of us and take us out of the fight. Alright, Charlotte is now 25. She's got 2 points. Alright, next level she gets, she'll unlock auto heal for her for the group. Basically, these Tonpoles evolve into the Potos, but the bird enemies tend to evolve into their bird form from the babies a little bit faster than those guys do. Ah, there's our second highest seeds. And basically the seeds we'll be using for gear later on, more or less. Just making sure we aren't missing anything else. Now we finally see the jelly slimes, which are called Teslas. This is a silver one, just to save. I think... Oh no, we can't get up there. It kind of looks like you could just climb up around there, but yeah, according to the map there is nothing past the statue. Where the statue is situated, more or less. Okay, before we head that way, we'll head through here as we got another chest over here behind that wall that we can knock down. Very nice, that should give us that bonus. Grab this chest here, it gives us another cup of wishes. Give us a lot of those. Like, we have more of those than most any other restorative / curative item for battle. And we haven't even bought any of them, really. Most of the, at least 90% of our cups come from chests and just sparkles of items sitting on the ground. I'm gonna have the two of them recover their MP here. Well, if that's where you want us to go, then we're gonna head over this way to explore some more. Start damaging this one. Nice. We got through that fight fairly quick. Now we can't hop up on the ledge of those guys. We're at some. And there's a chest up here if you do. 1200 lucre, not too bad. MP recover, definitely. Way to go finishing off that hobgoblin there, Angela. Grab this chest over here. Turns into another polter box, which is fine. As these give us a seed, and they're also worth a decent bit of money and experience. And we got them. That one will give us another gold seed. Very nice. We're not going to be using any of the gold seeds just yet. Alright, nice. Looks like Angela finished off the hobgoblin there. We'll take those guys out when we come back up. Sparkle down here. Another silver seed. Very good. Which is very nice. Alright, that finished. Continue moving on ahead.
Who are you?
I am Malurkia. In accordance with the prophecy heralding His Dark Majesty's triumph, I am here to end your lives. It is foretold that you may disrupt His Majesty's plans for this realm.
Red eyes! You must be the man that traitor advisor mentioned. Give me back my brother Elliot!
Aha! So you are Laurent's princess. I have no intention to return the prince. His Dark Majesty has need of him yet.
Who is his Dark Majesty? And what are you going to do with my brother?
There is no need for you to know the minutiae of our plan. After all, you will not be attacked. This active volcano will soon bury you all alive!
Oh no! The volcano has started to erupt already! Whatever shall we do? Oh, what is that? Wait! Are you trying to help us?
So I may have not talked to the tomato man in the village there that mentions this, but they essentially resign themselves to the fate of the island. That's why they don't try to leave with you or anything. They've already accepted that as their own passing.
We lost a lot of time retaking the rod. I apologize for the delay. Let us go back to Valsena and ask the Hero King about the rest of the Mana Stones.
The ruler of the sea's acknowledgement has granted you a new ability. Ah, HP boost 2. Very nice. I'm just gonna wait for this here to recover back up. Put this right back in here. Alright, so I'll show what it looks like using the magic pot now and get it going a bit. I'm not going to use all of the seeds right now though. So you plant one seed, you see a flower sprout up, that morphs into the item. We get a mulberry claw. And then in the top left, or top right there, my bad, sorry, you see the pot with the wand and the bar. And every time you use a seed, it shakes and goes up more. So we go through 5 seeds now. A Dryad Icon, a Candy, a Strength Serum, a Medical Herb, another Medical Herb. A Wolfiend Oil, Lumina Icon, Spirit Serum, Magic Elixir, a Cup of Wishes. And because we're using 5, it goes at more than it did using 1. So I just want to check something with these serums. Yeah, so the serums are actually permanent stat increases, but you can only have so many of them a run. And the Curious Cookie is a 10% temporary experience increase. Chocolate, Shadow Eye, another chocolate, Lumina Icon, Fairy Walnut. Nice. The chocolate and the walnut are pretty handy. So that's all I'm going to use for now. I'm just going to stay to rest the night so I can heal up, and then we're going to save. It is now Salamando Day. We'll break the pots again. See if there's anything in them this time around. We already have the little cactus that was in there. That was the library. We already went there and read everything, including the book on 2nd and 3rd class transformation, which gives you the heads up about what levels you want to reach at when you get to the Windstone, so you can go to 2nd class before the boss. I'm pretty sure equipment typically stays the same between areas, so there's not much point in checking out the armor weapon shop here again. Although I probably will to see if this is where we got the strongest weapons before 2nd class. I think it was.
I see you have located 4 of the 8 elementals. Light, earth, wind, and darkness. You have 4 left to find. You are halfway to your goal. The Waterstone is in Altena's territory. Its elemental, Undine, may be found to the south of Frostbite Fields in the Labyrinth of Ice. However, I have heard that Altena has already activated the Waterstone's energy. Please, take care. To the south of the Burning Sands is a treacherous place known as Fiery Gorge. The Firestone and its keeper, Salamando, can be found there. Southeast of here is the sprawling Duskmoon Forest, well to the east. I have heard the Waterstone lies within its borders, but I know nothing more. Beware the Beastmen's strength. It would do you well to change your class before you attempt to cross into the life. The Woodstone is said to be in the woods of Wanderer. Raya, the stone's elemental, should be located nearby. However, you cannot reach that forest via a land route. South of the woods of Wanderer is Lamprey Woods, the elfin settlement of Dior, and all its secrets lie within. If you ask the elves, they may have some advice for you. You appear to have received help from Gustav, ruler of the sea, to escape Uga Island. I assume it is because you were chosen by fairy. Here in Valsena, we have a flute that has the power to summon Gustav. However, because the creature is not fond of humankind, we seal it away. If Gustav has accepted you, you can use the flute to summon the creature by playing it on any sandy beach in the world. Gustav will come to you. Take it with you, with my blessing.
Thus, we get the fairy flute. Now, because of the way items work in this game and that you can only use items that are on the ring, we're going to want to switch this off with something else on there. The Assassin Eye later on will probably want to take off of there too. So, the King of Valsena just actually gave us the locations of the last 4. But what they don't tell you is you can essentially go for them in any order you want. Now, because Darkness and Ice are both under the same stat, and we could get Ice as immediately after getting the Elemental, we're gonna go for Angela's homeland there to find Undine. Oh, there was someone in here. Let's see what they got. Let's see what he has to say. I am Von Joy, younger brother of Von Voyage, and he told me all about you. Even gave me this cannon to help you out with your little adventures. Up and I'll send you back to my brother's place in Maya. Not quite yet. Okay, does that mean they want us to go back to Maya to reach one of these? Well, you don't really need to. So like I said, we're gonna actually go into the weapon shop here and see if they're the same weapons.
Welcome, Watson. Where's the browse?
Oh no, ball and chain from Sorcerer Rod.
Come again.
Right, the Crow Sec and the light flail that we need. See, it just says search for the elementals. Where else were we? Oh, yeah, it might have been Palo Port. Okay, right there we probably could. Alright, I guess we do gotta take the cannon back at the moment. Yeah, that is looking like what it's suggesting. To advance to anywhere, we gotta shoot back to Maya. Okay, back in Maya now. Yeah, I'm sorry, I did forget to talk to Angela and Charlotte in Tomato Town before we left. So now it's saying it wants us to use the fairy flute on a beach. And at this point, we reach the next part of the game where we're kind of given the general location of the last 4 stones. And they just let you go gather them in any order you wish. So there's where Lambloom Woods is, but that's not one we're going to be going after. That typically you want to go after fire and ice first, because darkness and wood are actually much harder areas to go at. So what I want to do here is I'm heading to Palo Port to see if this is where I can replace the weapon for Angela that I sold. That was pretty much her strongest weapon for Class 1 before switching over.
Come again.
Because I gotta have the Korask and the light flail there for that.
Welcome, lots of wares to browse. Oh, good choice. Come again.
The pewter staff, I'm pretty sure, is for afterwards. Well, I'll buy one anyway, just in case. But the main thing getting at with it is
I'll make use of this.
anything that you had sorry, it's trying to figure out my wording here for it. Any weapons that you get that would be for the second class and up cannot be used by the previous class. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before. So like the weapons they're using now, they're not weapons I could have them equip on a second run starting off before they went to class 2 again. Which is why I'm looking for just basically that like specific item. Alright, so once this loads back up, like I said, we're given the locations of the last 4 stones to kind of go after in whatever order we wish. And then with the flute, we're just given free reign to travel around the world here. Okay, that's Rabite Forest. Okay, that's where I want to go. And as I was saying there, as you can see in the middle right there, there's a thing saying get down, which is basically the exit command when you're on a beach to disembark from Voskov here. And then it says left click the left stick, or click the left stick, and he'll accelerate / run, where he'll swim faster. He swims pretty fast without doing that, but it helps when you're trying to get around a little bit quicker than usual. But this is where to go to start the journey towards the Ice Mana Stone.
The snow just keeps falling. Oh, if only I had a jacket. Achoo! Excuse me. Perhaps we should find the water stone. How about we catch colds?
Oh, it's a water stone, my bad. There's Charlotte. So cold. How can you expect a beauty like me to stay here? Can we go? And then just right here by the town entrance is Angela. Can you believe they've made me a wanted criminal? I hate it. But try not to draw too much attention to our group, okay?
Well, lots of wares to browse. Oh, good choice.
Please stop shopping.
And we'll get the weapons for those 2 right now, as we might come across one for
Come again.
Reese here in a chest at some point. Okay, and there is a little cactus in the town here somewhere. Oh, first I see a sparkle there, another item seed, very nice. Let's see what other items we can find around the town here. There's another item. That's 10 lucre. So if you were playing with Angela as the main character, and this town would be where you would get her mid-game ability that you can only get with her as the first character that you run around in town as. There he is. You found a little cactus. Oh, the runaway is actually the next one. We just have the discount, the treasure chest marked down. We just have the discount, the occasional 2x experience, and then the first one is where it gives you the treasure chest counter for an area, how many you found out of a total. Remember, 3 more times for a prize. Oh, hello. Oh wait, this is, yeah, that's the way we came into the town. That's my own little mix-up there. Having forgotten that. Here's another chest. Oops, sorry, that was my hand hitting the desk. Doesn't look like there's too much of importance at the moment in there. So for now, let's just head to the inn, and I know this has been a short stream at the moment, but I'm going to call it here after we save, and then might come back a little later tonight and continue. So I hope you've enjoyed this short stream. We got through the rest of Buka Island, Tomato Town, got better equipment there, went to Valsena, talked to the king, got the flute, and he gave us the location of the last 4 mana stones to go seek out on our, in any order we would that we want to. Along with that, the other reason why it's a bit easier to go for ice first is because on your way to the location where the Firestone actually is, there's a lot longer and larger areas with some harder enemies there than there are here. The pathway to the Waterstone is not quite as long with nearly as many large enemies. In the sense where they're higher level and they take a longer hit and can do some decent damage to you. It's a bit of an easier area to run through first, and it nets you the weakness for that boss when you get to the Firestone. So with that, potentially come back later tonight. Catch again, we'll go some more and start the journey towards the Waterstone. Of course, we haven't bought an armor yet, so we'll have to check that out and see what that costs. If have the funds to do that at the moment, or if it's going to drain us a little too heavily. So catch everyone possibly a little later tonight. Goodbye.